Stan gonna say, non-starter, and then he said, thank you, that's nice. I'm like, oh my God.
Price of pizzas are not,
Yeah, the rates are, right.
but
The
chicken.
levy's right, the rates are.
27 cents. You sent an email this morning, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'm reading it right here.
Here's the thing.
You see it? Oh.
Together.
Private video. 27 cents per pound.
That's right.
When did you send it?
This morning.
This morning, it's on our email.
Don't get it. don't
Back
get
up to the safety.
It's,
Yeah.
tell them the board is- That's right.
One more.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. 90. 75 days.
Yeah.
Back line, so we're gonna keep going with the agenda.
Alright.
This,
Per pound.
on page 3 with both sides.
All right, the first thing on here is the contract with Docs Electronics, the company that we've used in the past as far as support and consultant standpoint. Like I said, we've utilized these since I've been here in the county. And the reason that we wanted to do this is having the email issue that we did a couple weeks ago. I'm the only one in my department right now that can work on those issues. And with everything going on, the time that I'm spending on that, I needed additional support. Because otherwise, all my focus was on just now. So that's what this contract is for, is to help with, ironing out all the little email issues that we've had. And then also this company can help us with another project that we're trying to upgrade the virtual host, which is kind of the backbone of the infrastructure that we've talked about the last couple of times. It is the driving force behind most of the production environment as far as IT is concerned. So, but right now, my focus was just to get email and all the issues I have with that contract, so.
Question that one? Motion. If you have a question, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 2, verify that.
Yep, so number 2, the first one on here is for ACF Avenue, the old financial HR system. This is the historical data for the Human Resources Department. This was kind of in my eyes, a win to receive that data. With their other systems, they charge us a yearly fee on top of the initial data pool, whereas their HR data, apparently that's not how they store it. So it's just a single cost of $2,500. And on top of that, another benefit is they're handing it to us in a database format, or they will hand it to us in a database format. So a usable format for the HR department. So kind of it was a win-win in my eyes for that. So that is the first one. And that's all the historical HR data that's in ACS. So,
Not ACS.
yep. And then the next step of that is it'll be some of the 5 years of that data will be converted into the system. So,
Well, our satisfied that platform that so on is a certain database that meets our needs, then I think it'll be more probable.
right, in theory, yeah, in theory, like if we get this database, everything is perfect, then great, but it's initially it looks good, on paper it looks good.
Cindy, we're looking
Yep.
Nice job.
Number two was the Brian Parisi copier system, so we have. Different copiers through this company as well as Toshiba separate contract. And in the past, all these copiers, per department were brought in on their own. Committees and they would manage their own contracts. This is just to lump all of those copiers under one umbrella contract. That's basically it. So now there won't be piecemeal contracts for every person that has a copier from this company. So that's what the purchase.
2009.
Those, yeah, yep.
Any question about two? Right on the three then.
So number three is on my network administrator position. I have had a few interviews and I lost a candidate originally because called them back 2 days later after my second interview. And they already had another job and they weren't even willing to talk financials because the difference was too great. That person went to U of R. She did tell me that. The second interview that I had, is still interested, but was out of the range of what we initially posted the position for. That person works in Byron, but from the interview that I've gotten, their skill set is good enough where they can come in and start doing the job. There would be no training needed, but we're lacking in the financial part for that position. I will say too, when I initially got the notice from Dan and his team about posting the job on Indeed, you know, I went in there to verify and get the salary amount. That same day, there was a position for Churchville School, so still in state of retirement. Ours was from 45 to 60, theirs is from 70 to 80, you know, $1,000. So we're missing the mark, and I think that's part of the problem why we can't get someone in here. So I'm hoping that if we can adjust that salary range, that I can get maybe even one of the people I interviewed before, and not to hopefully get someone in here sooner than later. Just so you guys know, at this point, without this high level person, all this stuff falls on me. So I'm the only one, for the most part, my staff is always willing to go above and beyond what they can. But their capability on some of the higher level stuff isn't there, and you know, nor is it their responsibility, but they do step up. But all this stuff is in my lap until we get this position going. So.
Questions on this? Motion was direct.
So Scott was out of the position on November 4th. Do you think you should fill it before November 4th? Because it will sunset.
I'm hoping, I mean, I guess we could extend that. I have another applicant that just came, the paperwork just came through the other day. So can we extend that now? Right here.
A resolution to extend on section.
I'm gonna make that part of it too.
Thank you.
Okay, we're understanding the resolution to raise it to 70,000 and to not 7,000 and to extend that to the sunset. Any questions on this? Motion by Supervisor Green. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
All right, next couple of discussion items. One is about the New York State providing us CrowdStrike, which is the endpoint detection and response. It's like advanced antivirus, basically. I talked about that in the past, but now I actually have a physical contract from the state. So that'll be upstairs waiting for signature. It's provided by the state for the first 3 years at least, and hoping to continue that forever. So I just wanted to make you guys aware that it did go through, it is approved, and now we have the contract. And hopefully we get signature and get that executed sooner than later. I don't have an anticipated rollout date for that yet because all the counties are onboarding. So once we sign that, it'll put us in the queue, and then we'll plan a date for that to come, but that is a big benefit, it's pretty nice.
Does the state require the chairman's signature?
Yes,
Okay.
yep. The second thing on there was a audio, visual or video solution for up here. I know we've had some issues with the mixed environment of, especially in terms of audio. Looking into that solution, I finally got pricing and professional service, and it was a little bit, to me, astronomical. That number, or low number, was $70,000 just to look at audio. I know that the system that we have here with the 2+ almost cuts it, and that company makes a bigger solution. So I'm looking down to that avenue now to replace that system, so we would have more clear audio. So for the initial search did not go well, so just financially. Let's see. Lastly, I have one more thing. One more project I've been looking into a while back. I mentioned this probably 6 months ago or more when I was at my one conference. The state had made a presentation. They talked about one of the things they want, municipalities to work on is getting our email off of our own systems to have it hosted in the cloud. I did look into that, and after doing some research, what I think is the best solution is going to be going with Microsoft's Office 365. So not only is it hosted through them, they have a strictly government section of that, where our data will only live with other government data. So it doesn't go with corporations, it would strictly be siloed off for government purposes. So a little more secure. With that, they'll also have our archiving built in, which is another unit that we have maintenance on. So I'm kind of working on the details on that. I have the cost for just moving or to utilize the cloud, and I'm looking into moving it, what that would entail. So I don't have all the answers right now, but that is something I'm currently looking into. So I think that's something that they're really pushing forward, and to be honest, with everything happening today, it's kind of a priority to security wise, hopefully get that up in the most. Lastly, I would like the board to entertain going to executive session to discuss employee.
Motion.
Motion by Supervisor May, second by Supervisor Roach.
I could just add to that, as I spoke earlier.
Yep.
And we could have some discussion that would be matter, whether we can safety. Doesn't get, we're not connected.
Right, yeah, they are, yeah.